Hello, Kate and Tristan. This is going to be a quick recap on some of the isometric movement paths that we did the other day. So those are the ones that transition between some of the base positions that we've covered, like bear sit and 90-90 and middle splits position, that sort of thing. So before we do that though, remember your little roller drill for increasing thoracic extension. Okay, so I want you to place the roller perhaps on the lower border of your shoulder blades. Yeah, so I can just feel my scapula touching the roller. I'm then going to draw the belly in, tilt the pelvis backwards. And you can either support your head with your arms or cross your arms over your chest. I'm then going to attempt to extend over the top of that roller, but maintaining that posterior tilt. So I'm trying to engulf the roller with my spine at the point of contact. That's where I'm trying to bend. If I bend at my lower back, I can then move that little bit further, but I get this big gap here, and I'm not then targeting the contact point on top of that roller. Okay, so abs in, pelvis tilted backwards, extend for 10 to 20 seconds. Crunch forward. You can move an inch further down so the roller goes up the spine. Abs in, and try and extend again for 10 to 20 seconds. After doing maybe 3 different repetitions on here in different spots, you can then do a nice passive, relaxing extension over the top. So with your head supported, your abdominals only gently engaged, you can allow the lumbar to extend more if you're happy to, and envelop over the top of that roller. So this is passive here. I'm breathing. The abdominals are being stretched. My lower back is way off the floor, but it's a nice, gentle, as long as you feel comfortable getting there, extension over the top. All right. Right, after that, quick recap on your isometric movement path. So if you start in that bear sit position, externally rotated hips, hands on the lower legs, and a little push down. Now let's say you've done your stretching here, you've done a couple of minutes, you've done a push in and a pull down. Now we're going to start moving between our base positions. So it's either hands together in front of you, hands on the floor behind, or arms outstretched. Okay, it goes easiest with hands on the floor, intermediate, arms outstretched, and then hardest, hands in close. All right, so I'll demo all 3. From here, you're going to slowly rotate through into that 90-90 position and bow forward over that leading leg. Push into the floor with your lead leg, slowly hinge your trailing leg, pass back through bear, bring the hands back round as you lift the chest and bow back into 90 on the other side. Push hard with that lead leg, slowly come up and again change. You can do 3 repetitions of these. That's with my hands on the floor for support. And then next up, I can bow, take my hands away, reach forwards, making it a little tougher to rotate through to the other side. Hands down as you bow. Push hard into the floor. Take the hands away. And if you want to try keeping those hands in nice and close throughout, including during that bow, then be my guest. Give it a go. Take it really slow. Imagine the air has become more dense around you as you lift the limbs. Okay. When you come back through into bear sit, lift the toes and push into that middle split stance. Doesn't matter how wide you get, something you can control as you push out. All right. Breathe, hands in front. And you can relax here and stretch for 2 to 2.5 minutes. Then, either both at the same time or one at a time, you engage through your core, and you can either glide back into bear or you can lift and hover back into bear. All right. And from bear, you can maybe move through into your 90s again. Lift, push through, slower than I'm doing it now. But start to experiment with all of them. Start to breathe and move through all three. No, sorry, not all three, all four. Because from here, what you can also do is lift, draw the heel in to that midline, and then you would lift and slowly place down into that number 4 position. Hands down in front, bow forward. Get that stretch through to your hamstring, push your tailbone up behind you. From there, the easier transfer is to lift and extend the leg and lift, rotate and draw the heel, squeezing down to the side and then bowing back down into the stretch. If you wanted to make it a little harder, you lift, you rotate, you draw in through that butterfly position as you then lift and extend out. Real slow with each one. If you're having to do one of these movements fast, it means you're probably not in control. So with strength, you should be able to have very slow pace with strength. Okay. And then from here, you can change again. Put one leg out into middle splits, and then perhaps lift, and I'm going to put one into bear. From bear, I'm then going to try and lift and go all the way back into middle splits. And then follow suit on the other side. All the way around, back out straight, lift and pull in. And when you're in each position, enjoy the stretch in each one as well. Now the hips are in a lot of flexion during this, and your spine hopefully is in extension, but it might not be for the entire thing. So when you're done, definitely a nice nourishing child's pose as you sit back and breathe. And also I want you to run through that lovely upward and downward dog drill. So remember the way we did it, you were going through that lovely big forward bend down to the floor first, with your fingertips down, walking forwards, dropping the knees, lowering down into that press, and then almost dragging yourself forward into upward dog. With knees on the floor, you lift the hips, pull the belly in, then lift and extend into downward. Yeah? Walk back from here into that full forward fold, and then the belly begins to draw as you come back up. Now, we'll go through that more again in detail next time I see you. That's probably going to be where we pick up from. And then you'll start combining that forward movement into the isometric movement paths that you were practicing earlier. All right. If you've got any questions with this, give us a call. And I will see you again in a couple of weeks, I think it was. Brilliant. Have fun on holiday. All the best.